Somewhat recently, Vaush made a tweet that was puzzling to many. Desexualize Femboys. History will vindicate me. Kanye came into the arena, defending the statement with earnestness. Then Vaush posted an entire video on it.
But it's a little weird how aggressively and uniformly the entire internet just jumped on this shit. Like the whole internet, like for starting a couple months ago, like it was just big in vogue.
Well, of course, Vaush, what did you expect? The desire for feminine males has been suppressed since, well, Japan and ancient Greece.
Ugh, Greeks.
But before we die in Venice or dine in the symposium, I'd like to say that sexuality can be an easy target of criticism. Very few people want to deal with having to first reveal and then defend their sexual interests. Those are deeply personal. The only way to defend yourself is to out yourself as a degenerate, then have to be vulnerable and explain why you like something that's being called a problematic fetish. But I will do so. Oh, the things I do for the sake of argument. This is the Femboy question on the nature of sexualization, fetishization, and objectification. A response to Vaush. To crudely summarize the general sentiment of Vaush's video, by sexualization I mean fetishization, and by fetishization I mean objectification, and by objectification I mean literal harassment. But hold your horses. We've leveled up 4 times in the span of one sentence, and words are not Pokemans. We've gone from whatever this word means to straight up her-ass men sending unsolicited dick pics and invasive comments. But I promise this video isn't just a huge semantic argument, and to simplify things, I'm going to do a process of elimination. Sexualization. Way too vague, and honestly everything is sexual, including the chair I'm sitting on, so let's get rid of that one. Objectification, which seems to be that thing you're allowed to do with porn and art, but not in real life people. I feel like most people already have a decent handle on what it means to actively view someone as only sexually valuable, and that's not good. So, scratch it off. Then there is this one, often invoked but rarely defined. This seems to be the biggest troublemaker of the 3. We will be focusing on this one. But first...
Like, we don't do this with butch women. If every time like butch women came up, everyone went, "Ooh, you know the meme was the cartoon. Yeah. If that happened every time, we do. No, you don't. Stop if you're saying we do.
Oh, but I do. I mean, it's not like I don't have pages upon pages of drawings in my sketchbook of Kate Menig. That boyish face. But this is besides the point, and is only an excuse to show off some art.
Women are some of the worst fucking offenders when it comes to fetishizing feminine gay male relationships. Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, 100%. The fucking yaoi hand shit, or the yaoi brained individuals. Yeah, 100%. They are, yeah.
Ouch. Vaush, why do you attack me like this? I mean, you have no idea who I am, but why? If you've watched my other videos, particularly the woke schooled one, and haven't suspected that I am a degenerate fujoshi and yaoi fangirl, then I'm sorry, my dear, but you just haven't been paying attention. But Vaush, I hope we're not shaming young girls for being obsessively in love over something. That would kind of suck. Look, I'm a simple person, and I have a simple philosophy. If something causes happiness in a person and doesn't hurt anyone else, it is good and you should leave it alone. That is all. But alas, the world is not ready for such deep wisdom. But is this conversation over fetishization really just about the treatment of real people? I have a sad story to tell. I tried to write a novel once and post it to Wattpad. Very sad, I know. I was also on the Wattpad forums a lot before they got nuked out of existence. One of those days, there was a post about how weird and fetishizing the boy-ex-boy genre was. I got into an argument wherein I got dogpiled and lost my cool, which I regret immensely. Here were some of the arguments thrown at me. Writing boy x boy was objectification because it was treating gay men like dolls you play with in your head. Isn't that what all stories are? Kinda? It's mostly twink subs paired with dark handsome doms, which is stereotypical. Well, the romance genre is a very stereotypical place in general, plus it's not so much the portrayal of what women think real gay couples are like, it's just a dynamic that appeals to them personally. Boy x boy is a problem because it's primarily white women colonizing the gays. Not sure if this person knows about the existence of the Orient, but whatever. All in all, I was disappointed that after all those years of my youth thinking I was only pressured to hide my interests from straight men and bigots who would think it was weird, now I had to defend them against the woke. Girl can't catch a break. The point is, this discussion about fetishization is absolutely not just about the treatment of people in real life or online. It dips into the imagination itself, into the expression of those fantasies in art. That I have some issues with. There is a rallying cry of all pro-shippers of the world that fiction does not equal reality. This is a very deep hole of a topic to fall into, and if I do so now, I might not escape. So I'll leave it for another time. But we need to answer the question, what does it mean to fetishize something? There are a lot of definitions of fetishization on the interwebs, but they all kind of suck. So I have devised my own. I've come to the conclusion that to fetishize something is to view it as being in the realm of the taboo, even if it's not. It can't be denied that there is an extra erotically charged pull toward that which is suppressed, novel, or foreign. That forbidden, subversive thing that simply isn't supposed to be, which defies convention, which is dangerous and secret, unexpected, or shocking. This is the spice of life. After all, the word fetish has its origins in casting supernatural qualities onto something, and in sorcery and witchcraft. For example, I just saw this ad for a new HBO Max show involving much male gayness, and what is it called? It's a sin. That is very, very interesting. Scandalous gayness, how compelling. But here's the dilemma. Anything that has been banished to this taboo realm does not get to enjoy the universal acceptance and unassuming normalcy that comes with being vanilla. Here, there is no more persecution, disgust, or fear of that thing. But to normalize that thing is to destroy that dark appeal and kill the magic, to put it rather crudely. It goes from being special to mediocre, from being radioactive to neutral, from enticing and exotic to mundane. In truth, the human soul needs both aspects of life, but the problem is when your entire identity or sexuality has been designated as taboo or somehow remarkable in some way. We live in a world where marginalized groups are still fighting for universality, yet beneath the surface, they still have porn categories dedicated to them. Civilization evolves much faster than biology, and sexuality doesn't exactly recognize social liberation or whatever is going on in the political, at least not immediately. Our sexual instincts are something we can't control and have to live with. In this light, you don't attack the porn, or people's sexual feelings. You don't shame or punish people for being turned on by something. You simply work to normalize whatever you want not to be taboo or fetishized, so that everyone can enjoy the sweet taste of knowing that no one gives a shit about who they are. I can feel it already. Come, my child, the eternal realm of pure nothing burger awaits you. Anyway, moving on. There's also another sentiment that confuses me. I saw a popular comment on Vaush's video saying, the real target of excessive sexualization and objectification is femininity, not just women. I have questions. First, femininity is an incredibly broad abstraction that only exists because of sex. Yes, perhaps it is an issue because women are more than men seen as the mysterious other. But I think the main problem is that the fetishization of masculinity by women just isn't as prominent since the male perspective dominates society. But of all things, isn't it okay to fetishize an abstract quality? And Vaush, you admitted that most of the femboy memes were anime art, not real people.
Basically just boiled down to I want to fuck this person that's drawn. It's always drawing too, by the way. It's always a drawing.
As an asexual, my sexuality is pretty much limited to abstractions. I don't enjoy sex and romance in real life or involving myself. I enjoy it in my mind from the third person omniscient. I am like God, the ultimate voyeur, who relishes in the love between his own original characters. Also, as an Asian female, I know a thing or two about being fetishized, but my solution is simple. Just let the, say, white guys who fetishize Asian girls meet the Asian girls who fetishize white guys and let them have a grand old time role-playing Shogun or whatever. I just think that as long as you're honest about your preferences and intentions, within reason of course, it'll be okay for all parties involved. But maybe there is something that happens in the male brain when it comes to viewing the object of their desire that I don't know about. Some bad thing that is truly problematic. I've never experienced the male gaze. Actually, I have once, in a dream, but that's another story. In the end, though, it's really just about balance, isn't it? Oh, Issa. I'm here, Mother. You can play outside, just don't go too far into the street. Yes, Mother. And remember, you can fetishize abstract qualities as long as you treat people with respect. Oh, okay. You can think something is super fucking hot, just don't be creepy about it. Okay, Mom, I'll be careful. Sheesh. Alright, I think I've said enough. If you disagree or have more thoughts on the subject, please comment because I read every single one. Anyway, that's all, folks. I hope you like my drawing, Vaush. Bye!